Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today I have a cold, but it's my day off work, so I'm gonna make a video. Basically, I made that bone collection video a while back, and I wanted to make a bit of a follow-up type thing, where I talk about my cabinet of curiosities. Actually, before I get too far into this, let's talk about what a curiosity is. Like, when you hear a cabinet of curiosities or a curiosity, you're like, what the fuck is that? But it's kind of obvious. It's just an object that arouses interest. It's just a thing that makes you think, what's that for? Where'd you get that? What niche fucking little community is this piece from? You know? That kind of thing. So, I'm not exactly going for like what you'd find in someone's curio cabinet, because nowadays it's just gonna be what, Russian eggs and fucking China. We have a little China. Okay, let's start with this. This is not starting strong, but I just really don't know how to classify this. Ow. This is a spigot that I bought during Christmas time at a flea market in the distillery district in Toronto for like $2. And I really like little metal knickknacks. It's been on my shelf for a while. I really don't know what to do with this, but you definitely can't use it for water. It's kind of gross. But it's shiny and it's got a little twisty guy on top, and I think it's cool. And it makes me think of Christmas time. Picture of the Liz, Queen of England. Found it at Value Village for like a couple dollars, and oh, on the back it says 1952 to 1977, Silver Jubilee Elizabethan, fine bone china, England. Whoa! So that's that. It's a little bit cracked, but it does its job. This is my favorite teacup that I own. It's pristine. It's got some little numbers on the bottom. I just really like it. It's like got gold finishings and stuff. So that's the only clink. That's the only china pieces that I'm showing, because to some people it might be kind of boring. Understandable. This I love. This is a fossil of a little fish. I bought it in a shop in Grand Bend near Lake Huron. It came with a little information panel that has been lost to time, so I'm just gonna find it in my camera roll because it's definitely there. This is a fish that I don't know the type of fish, okay? I can't tell you what type of fish this is, but it was found by Lake Huron 15,000 years ago, but don't quote me because I can't find the little name tag thingy that it came with, and it's so fucking cool. I love this little fish. Look at his little lip. It like pokes out. It's like, that's the that's so cool. Look at him. So this is my favorite one by far. Okay, I can't say that though. I can't. Moving on. Obviously, if I hadn't made a bone collection video, these two guys would be front and center in this video. So they of course count as major curiosities, but you'll already have seen most of their stardom in my bone video, so there you go. Bone video sounds misleading. Anyway, next we have a Lapis Lazuli pendant. I found this guy. Look, it's got all the chakra colors, which is kind of fun. I'm not very into chakra stuff. What I'm mostly interested in is the Lapis Lazuli part. Look at how beautifully it's cut. It goes into a very soft tip. The part that makes Lapis Lazuli shine a little bit golden is actually flecks of pyrite, which is really cool. I'm gonna go small again. These guys. Should I do the thing that I usually do and present it on the sword when it comes to earrings? These guys are what I like to call my little men. They're earrings that were given to me by one of my clients when I would be cleaning. And she was a very nice woman who was retired and made pottery and also had some very wacky, cool jewelry pieces. And this was one of the pieces that she kind of gave to me because I think she was going to donate them. And I really like them. I will be wearing them more with this hair color. And of course, sword. Got it at Fan Expo. I love this bad boy. It's a little dagger. It reminds me of Sting from The Hobbit, even though the sheath doesn't really look like Sting, but it's cool. We have the jewelry box boys. These are very interesting, in my opinion, because they were given to me by my grandmother. I inherited these, which is kind of cool. They are Russian painted jewelry boxes. It's like enamel type paint. I don't really know. I'm not familiar with this medium. So I'm going to show you the more tame one first, which I really like. Really looks like an LSD trip in my opinion, or maybe shrooms, but it looks like an LSD trip. The graphic depicted is, it's a little shiny, bear with me. We've got this queen-like woman, we've got this little guy with a mallet, and we just got a miner. What are these fuckers doing on a cloud in space? Saturn is up there. There's stars everywhere. And up here there's, like, God, just staring. Where are these fellows? I don't know. I'm always intrigued. I love this jewelry box. So that's what I have to say about this. Now, you're gonna probably raise your eyebrows a little at this next one. I'm gonna take the jewelry out so it's not loud. I understand if you give me a little one of these, a little, you know, because this jewelry box depicts torture? Why? Why did a great-grandmother or great-grandfather in my lineage think it was a good idea to buy this? Look at this. Right in those pots, those water pots, that's people boiling. That's fucking feet and hands. That's people being tortured. I mean, that's some medieval shit. I mean, it was common to have public boilings, I guess. Actually, I don't know. I'm gonna fact check that. Did Russians boil people in the medieval times? By the way, the medieval times is pretty vague. Medieval Russia ranges from the 9th to the 15th century. This might not be strictly Russian, though. Oh, it definitely is. In the back, there's some shit written in Russian in gold lettering that I can't read because I don't speak Russian. It could also be Macedonian. Doi. That's another part. I can't say this name of probably the artist without butchering the name. By the way, I have to say this art is beautiful. Like, it's so detailed. And the artist took some artistic liberties with the horse with the long ears. I really like that too. And we can see some very beautiful, colorful building tops, which is kind of a Russian thing, so I'm assuming it's that. Did people drink water in the Middle Ages? People in the Middle Ages were also well aware that not all water was safe to drink. This is by no means a scholarly source, but I'm just on Wikipedia right now, looking at death by boiling because I want to see if Russia is in there. And so far we got some shit where people in England probably did. One paragraph where people were boiled to death in Scotland. And there's a subsection about Asia too, in 16th century Japan. This has become a little bit gruesome, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just interested in the origins of this. I will come to a conclusion by the end of this video. The next little piece that I've got. This is a bone pendant that I made. You know, I do my vulture culture things, so one of the things that I was able to attain is snake bones. This is the vertebrae this is the spinal bones and also the ribs of a snake, that I After cleaning, I put them in this little jar. I didn't know how else to display them because they're so small. I had a slight, vague plan of reconstructing the snake, which would have been really cool, but terribly time consuming, and I also didn't have a display case for that. So I just went with just put them in a jar. You know, a bit lazy, but you still get to see how pretty they are, so I like it. Oops. This is a bit of a personal project for me. On the back you can see flower stains. This is a big leaf print that I made, or not print. It's basically just a big piece of paper where I glued a bunch of pressed leaves, and I tried to remember a bunch of like Latin names, because when you remember the scientific names of plants, the genus is also in the name, so it's easier to, it's easier to identify the genuses of the plants and how plants relate to each other instead of just their common names. For example, Rubus idaeus, that's a red raspberry leaf. It comes from the Rubus family, I believe. Capital letter for the genus, and then lowercase letter for the species within the genus. Am I saying genus right? Because it sounds like weenus. Anyway. On the back I put a little paper, kind of saying, like, connecting the Latin names to the common name. Haven't labeled all these. I got a couple. I have this one too. That's fully labeled in the back and fully labeled in the front. My favorite is this huge fern down here. Then there's the Boston ivy, the orange one over there. There's the wild carrot, aka Queen Anne's lace up here. There's so many plants that I just love so much in these. The best part is, they're so easy to make. All I have to do is go into a park or a garden, even my backyard, and just take clippings, put them in books, and just identify that shit. There's apps, there's books, like, of different plants, ways to identify, so it's so fun. I love this shit. If you're still here after my plant rant, you've got some tolerance, my guy. My next curiosity of choice. Let's get this one out of the way because it will be divided. A lot of people are not into bugs. But here's the thing about bugs. They're also very fun to identify the species of. Granted, I haven't identified all the bugs here. And what I did is not your common bug display thing. I DIY'd this pretty hard. The frame is from like a Goodwill, Salvation Army, I think. We got the paper. It's just some recycled paper. I don't even know where I got this. I didn't even buy this stuff. Then I like glued them. I didn't even pin them because I don't have foam, so I just glued them. You're probably gonna notice this cicada has 4 wings. Here's the deal. I had 2 extra cicada wings that I just found. I wanted to display them, so I just put them on this cicada, and I don't know, man. I don't know why I did that. Hemiptera cicadoidea. I can't say it a different way. That's how you're gonna get it out of me. The cicada. And every moth here has not been identified because I don't know what they are. Leave it in the comments if you know what any of these moths are. Let me know, because I would be very interested to know, because obviously I want to label them. Just as a footnote, I'm gonna get something. I had another one of these with cicadas that are properly done. I did these properly, I pinned them. These 2 are actually good. This one already dried. Presenting the cicadas. Moving on. And take a look at this pure, innocent boy. Especially if you're kind of not into bugs. Let's just cleanse the mind for a minute. Look at this beautiful brass toad. He is so cute, so wholesome, so pure. And to be honest, I don't know where this brass toad is from. This thing simply materialized into my life at about the age of 10. And honestly, I think it was given to my sister, but it would just sit around the house. It would just be on a windowsill, or it would be in a bedroom. It's just jumped around. Mind the pun. So, this is a wholesome boy, and I love this toad. The last portion, I am going to show some rocks that I really like. This is a big fat geode. I got this geode for $20 at the Salvation Army. One of my favorite purchases to this day. I love it. It's got little tiny shinies. It has like a weird paper thing in the back, but I know that the rock is real because I did a little bit of scratching, and I found the other side of the geode with geode patterns, but rough, which means it simply wasn't polished. So that's my proof. That is my proof that this rock is real, and I'm very proud of it. I've got a whole fucking basket of rocks, but out of all of them, I'm just gonna show you this. It's my favorite amethyst piece that I own. I got it for $10 at a witch people store. Not like witch people, like witch people, you know? Witchcraft store. So, yeah. To which I belong. I need to stop saying witch. I said I wouldn't show anymore, but dude, I have a basket of rocks in front of me. How can I not show you my rock collection? So, this is sodalite. It's got beautiful little markings on it. This is aventurine, green aventurine. We got some pink quartz, which I doubt is actual rose quartz. I think it was just tumbled quartz. Pink. 4 chunks of morganite. Sounds like I'm making a potion. 4 chunks of morganite. Paw! Big chunk of honey calcite right here, which glows little rainbows if you hold it up to any light. I love that. And this is a citrine quartz point. Citrine is a variant of quartz. Okay, I just want to say, there's so much shit that I own that would technically be a curiosity, and an interesting one at that, but I just have so much of this shit, and I don't want this video to go on because I've already been recording for 40 minutes, which will probably make this about a 15 to 20 minute video already. So, if you want a part 2, let me know. If you don't want a part 2, also let me know. If you don't think this video is particularly interesting, that's fine, you can tell me. I mean, I'd rather know so I make a different video. Though I did enjoy this. Dude, I know I'm a weird motherfucker. I know I'm a weird dude. I know that the shit that I own is a little bit gross sometimes. But that's the fascination with it. Of course I pin dried bugs. Because bugs are fucking cool. Of course I have animal skulls. Because animals are cool. Anyway, I feel like I've really indulged in my interests in this video, and now I'm actually in a really good mood, so I'm gonna go make some dinner. I hope that you guys have a good day, or night, or whatever. I hope that you go to sleep, because it's probably 3 a.m. for you. I'm talking to you. And yeah. See you in the next one. Goodbye.